Monday morning, members of the media gathered at Strauss and Company in Gauteng, Johannesburg, after an invite from the director of the company, Stefan Welts, who is otherwise known as the leading arts auctioneer in the country. We were all invited to witness the reveal of what would change art as we know it forever. Her name, Annie, and her purpose, to produce A-class or world-class, maybe even Fanny or Picasso-class art pieces in a matter of minutes. And all this by just connecting this first-of-its-kind machine to a human being to transfer brain activity onto paper. As soon as the room was heated enough with emotions, with most arguing that this would be the death of real art, the panel pulled a "gotcha" and told us the real reason why we were there. It was actually the launch of the 30th edition of the prestigious Absalatalia Art Competition. So naturally, I had a question for Stefan Welts. So, Stefan, just out of interest, what is the relationship between the Absalatalia competition and Strauss and Co?
We are all part of a larger art community, and unless we hold each other's hands and really work together, we're not going to succeed. So our interest is not a commercial interest. It's an avenue to help promote their competition. And for us, it's important for the arts to develop and broaden. It's a long-term thing. It's not going to have immediate consequences. I don't expect immediate consequences. But if one doesn't look at the long term and the next generation, we've lost it.
The theme of the latest edition of the competition, just like the art machine prank helped us realize, is art needs you. So, art needs you, which is the theme of the 30th edition of the competition. Who is the you you're trying to address through the theme?
Everyone that is involved in art. So when we say art needs you as an artist that's producing the work. It needs you as the viewer that is actually experiencing the work that the artist is producing. It needs the media that is giving exposure to the artist, to the industry, to the collector that is investing in young artists. So in the sense that when we say art needs you, we're talking to everyone out there, not just to artists or to one sector of society. Because picture a world without art. Often when I walk into a room and the first thing I look at is what's on the walls, where are the sculptures. And when you see that and you experience that, it brings an emotion into you. And for all of us, we have an opinion of art. And that's why we say art needs you. Because without you, does it really exist?
Competition rules, guidelines, and more can be found on www.lataliacompetition.com. And for the first time ever, the competition is open to budding or upcoming artists beyond South Africa.
We've also decided, as 30 years, to open this competition into Africa. So besides just inviting South African artists to enter, at the same time, it's going into Botswana, Kenya, Zambia, and Ghana. And through that, not only gain exposure for the artists that would be entering, but also showcase the talent of these artists to a whole new audience.
The Absalatalia competition prize is, for the lack of a better word, appetizing. Speak to someone who's between the ages of 25 and 35 who's got an opportunity to enter this competition. How exactly do you imagine that this competition can change anyone's life?
Well, first of all, we wonder we'll be sitting in Paris, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Expenses paid, a roof over your head, a studio. You can actually have a look where Picasso painted and Cézanne and all the big names, exciting exhibitions, a whole different life. Sokoto went and he stayed and died there. He didn't come back. So that's the one, the money. But more importantly on your CV. And when you come back, many galleries will want to be your agent or want to be selling your work. And that's really the big breakthrough for an artist, to actually establish yourself as a galleried artist that can sell.
From me to you, dear visual artists between the ages of 21 and 35, yes, it's actually 21 years to 35 years of age, start working on your entry. For Morning Live of SABC News in Gauteng, Johannesburg, I am Dumi Sidumedi.